Welcome, everybody. Thank you for coming back. Let me turn down this music in the background a little bit. It's a little too high. Mr. Nice on the Kung Fu Fanta show. Hey, let me go ahead and greet. It's Ernest was the first one in. Then we have Nairobi Teacher. Thank you for coming in. Director Kelvo, I was about to say Kelvo Director. That actually has a kind of appeal. Kelvo Director, but kind of take some time to get used to that. V Moelu is in the house. Thank you for coming in. All right. Let's see. You got anybody else? Not yet, but we got 5 people watching. And again, thanks for coming in. So let's catch up. First, what I want to announce is that, I posted out to people that go check out my new channel. It's not a backup channel. My original channel, if you haven't guessed it yet, or if you didn't talk to me and ask me the question, my original channel was terminated by YouTube. That's right. It was terminated by YouTube. And it has nothing to do with Marwa. Marwa is not the cause of it. Allegedly, it's me. And that is allegedly. It's one of those situations where YouTube is the problem. So YT is the problem. A lot of people have had this issue. I've noticed it for the past 10 years, what has happened to me recently. And their blame was, and let me actually just read it from a couple of the screenshots, because every message that they sent, I made sure I screenshotted it so that way I could just have my own record for it. And I did do the appeal. Of course, I didn't really think about what I was going to say in the appeal other than I'm not doing what you're claiming that I'm doing. So it says here, your channel won't be back on YouTube. That's not the first one. Let's see here. What was the first one? I might have actually not captured that one. Okay, so anyway, let's just read it here because it's basically the same message. It says here, we have taken a careful look at your channel again, because that's after the appeal, and confirmed that it violates our spam, deceptive practices, and scams policy. So I don't spam anybody, okay? And I'm not into deceptive practices. I know all about the deceptive practices that they have on their list in the community guidelines. And I sure in the hell don't scam anybody, but I sure in the hell do. And I did let them know in the appeal that I make videos warning people about scammers online. Okay. So their message back to me is what I just read. We recognize it's disappointing news, but our goal is to keep the YouTube community safe and supported, which is nonsense. So I already knew stuff like this would probably happen someday, and sometime within my YouTube journey in the last 10 years. And now it's finally happened. And so this is what I'm guessing happened, because as of late, my activity on YouTube, let me get you guys back up so I can see what you all are saying. Let's see here. So my activity on YouTube lately is, I've been actually like going to some, just visiting people I haven't visited in a while. And every once in a while, there's some of those people that do the network stuff. They do the stuff they're not supposed to be doing, like sub for sub. And I don't get into that, but it doesn't mean that you can't go over and just say hello in the chat and stuff like that, right? So basically, they're saying either I was spamming, doing that type of stuff. It's possible that they took my channel down because of the music I've been playing in some of my live streams. And that would be the only one that I would say that would be probably legitimate. But that is not the case, because it'd be more of a clear indication that they would say it's copyright or whatever. The music that I use, I carefully pick. Recently this year, I carefully pick are ones that I actually can use, either share revenue with the artist, or it's okay to use their music. So there's a lot of music I would love to play in my live streams, but that is the only, since this year, is the only music I've been playing. Now, last year I was playing a few that I wasn't, and they're not doing any revenue sharing, but that's really not the case. And as far as me trying to scam somebody, which is really funny. It's really funny. So it's one of those things where, okay, if you use the word scam, are we supposed to change the name in our verbiage when we speak into the microphone? Like I see a lot of people, they'll take the word scam and they'll put the at sign where the A is, right? Change up the letters or whatever. And if you pay attention to the word, even though it's misspelled, you know what it's saying, right? So that is something that I may have to consider. Maybe one of those keywords that advertisers don't want to have their ads put on your videos because that word is in the title. Some advertisers do exclude certain things that they don't want, like let's just say uh, Crest toothpaste, the toothpaste company, right? They may not want to have their toothpaste advertised on a live stream that uses a lot of cuss words or the word scam, right? So it would make sense for that advertiser. But what it would not make sense is if they're trying to target you. So what I'm thinking is their algorithm is what caught something. And the bad part about YouTube is that they will not let you know exactly what it was. So your appeal really means nothing. So you can't even challenge them on what it is that they did wrong, but they can go ahead and challenge you and just say that you did something wrong when you did not. And that's unfortunate. I've seen a lot of people that have done wrong and their channels have been taken down legitimately. But I've also seen a lot of people that didn't do anything. And I've known those people. They're just like me. I've known them and they haven't done anything. And their channels have been taken down as well. So that's unfortunate that has happened. Ornella, I see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. So let's see here. Let me pick up here. So, okay. So we got you guys saying hello, and thank you everybody for saying hello to one another in the chat. I love my chat. We got 9 people in the house. Go ahead and get the likes up. All right. All right. Okay. Yeah, it has been a while. So what I've been doing is basically re-uploading my old content in order, and I have everything that I pre-recorded. I've kept that, but I have not downloaded every single one of my live streams. So I'm not going to get all my live streams back. And that's another bad thing about YouTube is that if you legitimately, and this is for people who don't know about backups or don't consider it, or maybe don't have the resources for backups, they look at YouTube as their backup, right? And they can put everything into their videos, right? And then think that it's safe. And you own, let's say it's 100% your creation on every single video. But if you did something wrong, or you don't know you did something wrong, and they take your channel down, the problem with YouTube on that part is they won't let you go back and get into your account so you can download your videos. If you had that option to download your videos so that you can keep them, because they relied on YouTube to be their backup, their online backup. And that's unfortunate. Thank you very much. Antoinette, thank you for coming in. Hi, KFF and everyone in the house. I am Lucy. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate you all coming in and supporting. Okay, so that's enough about me. It's no love lost, and I'm not disturbed by it or anything like that. It's just something that I've known about YouTube for 10 years, and this is something that could happen to Marwa or anybody. It could really happen to Mr. Beast, but let's just be honest. Somebody like Mr. Beast that makes millions of dollars for himself through YouTube, and YouTube makes a lot more money from him being within their platform than he makes from them. They're not going to get rid of somebody like Mr. Beast. Let's be honest. PewDiePie is another one. Yeah, PewDiePie is another one. I would say right now probably Brandon Tatum, who's a reactor in America, is probably in that category right about now, or getting close to it. These are people that they're not going to get rid of unless they go like stir crazy, going left field or something like that. Then I can see them doing that. But other than that, with their algorithm, and you can't challenge them on it, And, basically what I wanted to ask them that everybody wants to ask when this happens is, where's your proof? Where's your proof? And that has been consistent about YouTube, that they don't allow you to challenge them on the so-called proof that they have. And they even made their own videos, because YouTube has their own like creator studio video channel where you get the latest news from them. And they even had conversations about their algorithm where it's not perfect, right? And they understand these mistakes, but yet they said that a long time ago, more than once. So if they understand their own mistakes, why are they not allowing creators to challenge those mistakes that they made through the algorithm? And that's the problem. So everybody who has a channel, I don't care who you are, if you have the capability, the resource, like a hard drive, some like a Dropbox or something like that, somewhere else, when you create a video, download it immediately and then upload it somewhere else, or download it on a drive that you keep at your house. So that way, if you need to start another channel and you want to re-upload those videos, or you want to go on a different platform and re-upload those videos, you have that option without having to start totally from scratch. So that's what I recommend you do just for yourself on that. All right, so everybody's saying hello. So what are we saying today here? The title is, I Am Marwa has not changed. No, he has not changed since he's been back from Argentina. And again, like YouTube, I don't expect them to change, right? For the past 10 years on that problem, I don't expect Marwa to change his behavior. And let me get to, let's just see his channel here. All right, everybody sees what I'm seeing, I hope. Okay, there we go. Let's get me off of there. Let's do, okay. And then let's get rid of this slide bar here. Okay, so he's been back for a little while, right? He's been making videos every day. His views have gone up, which is good. I've watched some reactions here and there, and I have to start out with this one right here, the crazy flood. Get this, everybody. Based on the reactions, because I haven't been watching his videos in full, but I watched this one pretty much in full, and I already knew that he didn't know how to drive a car. He doesn't know how to drive a car. I already knew that you had to have, I didn't know the exact years, but it's been said that you need 2 years of driving experience before you could get like a safari driver's license or whatever, or be certified for tourism driving a safari van. So I knew Get Reba wasn't going to have that. I only know Get Reba was going to be eligible for driving a motorcycle, because that's all I've known him to drive. If he's been driving a car, he definitely does not have 2 years experience doing that. So that wasn't going to happen. He's already complaining that he needs an office that's not inside his home. So he's already complaining about that. He's complaining about the insurance cost, and because he doesn't want to pay it. He wants to take people around, but he doesn't want to pay it. The worst thing is, he risked everybody's life in this van in this video. It was overcrowded, over capacity, which I found out is actually illegal in Kenya. It's over capacity. So what he had done in this video is illegal. Nobody was wearing a seatbelt, which is also illegal. So nobody was wearing a seatbelt. So there's 2 violations right there, right? While they're driving. The other thing too is, he really expects that he's going to get registered as a business for a safari company based on all the stuff that he doesn't want to do, that he's not even qualified for. So he's not qualified as a driver. He doesn't have a registered office. Get Reba's not qualified as a driver. He doesn't want to hire a qualified driver, but he wants one for free. If you're qualified, or work for me for free, I'll open up you a YouTube channel. So what's changed about Marwa? Nothing's changed about Marwa. He complains about everything. So he's been getting donations to buy this vehicle. He didn't pay for anything. So people actually were suckers enough to buy him this vehicle. And Guy. Why? You, his fans are suckers. Um, I love his fans to death, really, because they're people. But a lot of them are vulnerable. Some of them just want to do it for the drama, and then some of it just do it because they're just suckers. So they're not all suckers, but so it's basically those three categories. So Marwa doesn't want to pay insurance, or he wants a lesser rate. He really doesn't want to register. He just wants to drive out to Masai Mara and just take chances. He really doesn't want to keep the inside of his vehicle clean, right? He doesn't want to keep it clean. He's a very, very dirty person himself. He doesn't care about that type of stuff, unfortunately. But he expects to have a company, expects people to come out from all these different countries and pay him, and then use his own villa as like an Airbnb at the same time. You can stay here. We can make it as a 5-star hotel. It'll never be a 5-star hotel. It'll never be a 1-star hotel. It's a mess. He's got dirty water coming into the villa that he mops the floor with and cleans the toilets with. Dirty, dirty water. So people are going to get typhoid and all that other stuff from just sitting on the toilet and maybe walking barefooted on that floor. That is nasty. That is nasty from one of his other videos. Okay. Okay, so you got this one here. I haven't watched that one about the kitchen. The state of my villa in Kenya and Africa. A lot has changed. The only thing that's really changed is that Maisha is now in the picture. I started this as a joke before leaving Africa, and now it's multi-million. I'm not sure what that is. That's not because I'm not watching this stuff. Should I hire him? This thing about Get Reba, right? You know, it's just crazy. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. It's just not. Inside our African village, fixing the mess that he created before he left, the mess that continued to happen while he was gone, and the mess that's going to continue to happen now that he's back. So the problems that are happening in his villa, they're not going to change. But he got 46,000 views for that video. Congratulations. This one right here with all the kids from the village, feeding them rice and cabbage, nothing but a bunch of starchy food, nothing to balance it out, no proteins, no nutrient-rich other foods to mix with it, just a bunch of stuff that's pumping up the blood sugar in all these kids, and then feeding them Fanta, my favorite drink, right? But there's really, no matter what type of soda it is, it's not good for your system. We all know that, and especially for kids, it's really not good. So it was a junk food party for the kids, and it was just for views. So what did he get out of that? 48,000 views yesterday, right? So he's got this new one here. Will this fix my problem in the villa, African village life? I haven't seen that one yet. I don't even know what it's about. But it looks like Uncle Mo's carrying maybe a kerosene jug or something. It's hard to tell what that is. But anyway, let me see what you guys are saying. Robbie Nack, I see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Robbie Nack says, Marwa does everything deliberately, but unfortunately, if he goes on the wrong side of the government law, like using a non-qualified driver for the safari, the industry will have to protect their brand. Yeah, and I don't think. And what's that other thing too? The safari guy that came to his villa a while back, I think it was before the party. He's married. Him and his wife run the business, but he interviewed Strongman 254. There's a part 1 and a part 2. I didn't see the part 2, but I watched the part 1. And remember back, some of the other actors were bringing up that Marwa wanted to have him go into business with him in his safari business. And realistically, that's not going to work. That man, knowing that he's smart enough, he's not going to allow Marwa to risk ruining his company. I don't see that happening at all. Not at all. V says, Kenge want to use back doors for everything. Yes, he does. Lucy says, That's a recipe for disaster. I hope he follows the rules of setting up a travel company. But even if he does, let's just say, even if he does, because he has no other choice if he really wants it to come to fruition, he's going to mess up. Why? Because he's going to have drivers that he's going to open up a YouTube channels, this and that, and say, once you create a video, that's your payment. But you're going to spend all day and all night going from Kisumu or, Migori into Masai Mara with my clients. And then that's all you're going to get is a video that you created. And that's your payment. Or he's going to pay him something like $50 or maybe $100 a month if he's lucky, and then not pay him. We all know what the disaster is going to be. That's just the way he rolls. And then he won't have a company. Then he's going to make an excuse that he can't find drivers, or he doesn't have a driver, or the driver did this. The driver bailed on me because they weren't doing their job. No, it's because you weren't paying them. That's what's happening. That's what's happening. V says, Rabinak, welcome. Thank you for coming in. Director Kevos is laughing at V Moelo. Director, it's true. He is not normal whatsoever. Director Kevos says, legal fee money is working, I tell you. V Moelo. Okay. So, yeah, he's going to eat all the money. He's going to eat all the money. So basically, he understands that he's not going to be able to make this happen the way he wants it to happen. And like I said, if he actually makes it to go through to fruition by actually doing everything the right way, it's going to fail because he doesn't have a business mind. He has fantasies of having businesses, but he does not have a business mind. He's not a business person. That's just not his MO. That is not something that he knows how to do. And he's not willing. He wants everything to be done his way or the highway. And unfortunately, the government, the way it's set up, the way the rules are, the laws, they're not going to do it your way. So it's Marwa who's going to have to take the highway, not the government. And he's not going to change. He has never changed. He's not going to change. And that's just a fact. He's just going to be stubborn. Now, what will happen, I think Carol mentioned this not too long ago, if he can't be licensed and all that other stuff, what he really wants to do, I think she said that she's going to have these people coming in from other countries, and he just wants to drive them around, charge them and just drive them around and make money that way. Because, you probably won't be able to go into Masai Mara with that vehicle, right? Unless it's a personal car. And I don't even know if in Masai Mara, if they even allow personal cars. I know they allow personal cars in Nairobi National Park, but I don't know if they do the same in Masai Mara or even Savo Park. So that's something that would be interesting to know. So everybody, I just wanted to let everybody know what was going on with me. I was going to do this as a long live stream. I know some other people are coming up today, probably already going live right now. So I want to thank everybody for coming in on this short live stream. I really do appreciate it. Well, let me see here. Let me see what else. Rabinak says all he needs to go to Kohara Senior and his grandma to unlock his blessings. Yeah, I'm sure he would get a lot of blessings. But one thing I know, he's not going to have blessings when it comes to that safari van. I could even see him selling it, and then coming up with a story saying, the government was against me. There's some conspiracy against me. They don't want to see me succeed and stuff like that. Or the reactors were making me fail, so I couldn't do my safari business because they're talking about me, and all this other stuff. No, we're talking about you because you're unrealistic. You're just absolutely unrealistic. And some of your ideas and the things that you do can get people hurt. And some people have been hurt. So anyway, again, thank you everybody for coming in. As you can see, today is Tuesday, 13 May, 2025. This is Mr. Nice. You're watching Kung Fu Fanta, and we're out. And I'll see you all on the next one. Cheers.